Hey, what's up, guys? This is YGO Anime Decks and Duels. I'm Shane.
And I'm Mac.
And we have for you today a YGOAnimeGames character deck profile on Yugi Waking the Dragons. And I'm going to turn it over to Mac to show you about it.
Alright guys, hey, thanks for watching. We want to give a big shout out to them guys for letting us purchase their deck. I believe we were their last deck profile purchase, so I'm pretty thankful for that. I don't know that for sure, so I can't confirm that. But I'm going to give you guys a deck profile right here. So starting off, we got, of course, Dark Magician, signed by Delta and signed by Blue. Yugi's trump card, pretty awesome to have this in the deck. Next is Dark Magician Girl, and as you guys notice, every one of the cards they sent us are in mint condition. I mean, each one of the cards is just perfect, and we're so thankful for that also. Next, we got Karibo, awesome staple of Yugi card, just another good card. Curry Bandit, I love this monster right here. You know, it's like Karibo's little sidekick brother is what I call him. Really cool. Catapult Turtle coming back from Duelist Kingdom and making an appearance Waking the Dragons. Really sweet. Glad to see this card back. Glad to see him live again. Then we got Breaker the Magical Warrior. Awesome card. Gold, or whatever that's called. Secret Gold, whatever. Really just super awesome card. One of my favorite spellcaster cards in the game. Then we got Jack's Knight, King's Knight, and of course, Queen's Knight. Poker Knights, everyone knows these cards. We've gave deck profiles before on them. They're pretty much in every Yugi deck if you make a Yugi deck. Moving on, we got Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. And then the top of the list, we got Valkyrion. The three Magnet Warriors all connect together to create Valkyrion. Valkyrion is a pretty solid monster, of course, as you can tell. He's got a super sweet effect. And I actually just learned something today. This card can be special summoned from your hand by triggering Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, or from your side of the field. So I learned something there. You don't have to have them all three on the side of the field, so that's pretty cool. The next card we got coming up is Gaia the Fierce Knight, coming back from Duelist Kingdom, making an appearance from Duelist Kingdom. Really cool to see him back, you know. Love this card. And moving on, we've got Curse of Dragon, which, you know, these two fused together. This was classic cards in Duelist Kingdom. Yugi uses these all the time. Pretty sweet. We got Gazelle and Baphomet. Like I said, or I'm going to say now, if you guys want to see any more description about these cards, be sure to go to their video about their deck profile in this deck. This is their exact deck like we've said before. So I'm just kind of just showing over and giving them guys a shout out. All right. Next, we got E-Turtle, Giant Soldier of Stone, and Big Shield Gardener, also known as the Defensive Giants, as I call them. The only time you ever play these cards is in defense mode unless you somehow screw up and play them in attack position, which I hope to God no one ever does that. And yeah, they're just pretty much junk cards I just kind of banish out, besides E-Turtle, of course. He's awesome to have. Next, we got Obnoxious Celtic Guard. This card is the stalling monster of the game. He cannot be destroyed by a monster with 1900 attack or more. You can just stall out with him and just keep, you know, hope and draw until you get something to defeat your opponent's monsters.
I always refer to him as the obnoxious headache I can't get rid of.
Then we got Sangin. When this card is sent from the field to graveyard, add one monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. Really good card. I believe Yugi used this in a duel against Kaiba, but they didn't state his name. He was just kind of one of the cards that Yugi was throwing down while he's trying to exalt Exodia, but I'm pretty sure he's using against Kaiba. And then bringing his first appearance, actually, this was actually from the movie, I believe it was Pyramid of Light he started in first. Watapon. A really cool card. He's kind of like the fluffy, clear Karibo, if you could call him, but pretty much useless. Then we got Blackluster Soldier and Blackluster Ritual, finally coming back from Duelist Kingdom. I wish they would have made an appearance in Battle City, but they didn't. So happy to have these two cards in the deck. Awesome to have Ritual Monsters. I love Ritual Monsters, and they're just super sweet. Starting off with our spells, besides Blackluster Ritual, we had the Eye of Timaeus. I mean, Yugi's legendary dragon card, used quite a bit. And, you know, I mean, pretty much Waking Dragons, this was the staple of Yugi's deck. This card is super good, and this is just the best spell card in Yugi's deck during Waking Dragons. Next, we have Berserker Soul. And starting off with our next cards, we have Graceful Charity and Pot of Greed. Yugi's draw power cards. I mean, it's kind of cool Yugi used both of them, so we have both of them in this deck, thanks to YGOAnimeGames. Really sweet. Love to have draw power, and it's really good in this deck. Next, we have Monster Reborn. Rare card. No one's ever seen that card before. Always say that. Always make that joke. The Shallow Grave. Pretty much like a Monster Reborn for both people. Then we have Card Destruction. Each player discards their entire hand and draws the same number of cards they discarded. Magic Formula. Pretty much kind of a cool card. Not really. I don't know. He's alright. Then we have Polymer and Diffusion. pretty much Yugi staple cards. Yugi and everyone else in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Have used these cards. Pretty awesome. Card of Santony, which we also play with the errata effect, where both players draw until their hands contain 6 cards. If you don't know what errata means, Google it. Fissure, a card that Yugi, I don't believe, ever used besides Waking the Dragons. Destroy one face-up monster opponent controls that had the lowest attack. If it's a tie, you get to choose. Pretty sweet card. I think it looks really awesome with like the devil hands kind of coming out of the earth, what it kind of looks like to me, but that's what I think. MST, staple of Yu-Gi-Oh! Once again, destroy one spell trap card on the field. Awesome card. Multiply, Karibo hitter. Get them Karibo tokens going. Swords of Revealing Light, brought back from Duelist Kingdom. I don't know, I'm sure YGOAnimeGames stated this also. This Waking Dragons deck has a lot of cards from Duelist Kingdom and from Battle City, which is really cool to see, and even from Pyramid of Light, the movie. So I really enjoy that, seeing that. Our last spell card is Dark Magic Curtain, a card that Yugi pretty much stole from Arcana from Duelist, or not from Duelist Kingdom, I'm sorry, from Battle City. Pay half your life points, special summon one Dark Magician from your deck. You cannot summon other monsters the turn you activate this card, but you can set monsters. So this is a really good card, and I'm so glad Yugi had this in his deck. It's really sweet. Next, starting off the trap cards, is Dark Renewal, another card Yugi pretty much stole from Arcana. I'm glad he did because it's another sweet-ass card. Next is Relay Soul, I'm sorry. And Yugi's upcoming next trap is Mirror Force, Yugi's best trap card. Everyone knows this card. Yugi's been using it since Duelist Kingdom. Badass card. So glad Yugi's got that. Then we got our rope cards, Rope of Life and Soul Rope. Both pretty common cards. Everyone pretty much knows what they do. Neither one of these cards are errated, so that's how we roll with them. Dust Tornado. Yugi has both MST and DT, which is pretty sweet. Magical Hats. And then Yugi's next 2 trap cards are your cards he never used besides in Waking Dragons, which is Zero Gravity and Meteor Rain, I guess is how you say that. Change the battle positions of all face-up monsters in your field to 0 gravity, and during this turn, when your opponent's monsters attack with attack that is higher than defense of your opponent's defense position monster, inflict the difference of battle damage to your opponent's life points. It's pretty much like piercing damage. Starting off with our fusion cards, we've got Amulet Dragon. So freaking awesome. Really expensive card, but just really sweet and one of my favorite dual monster cards. I'm so glad I got this card. Thanks to YGOAnimeGames. It's just really sweet to have this card finally. And my all-time favorite Tamaya's fusion, Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. So freaking sweet. She's super I mean, never mind, I shouldn't say that. But she's really awesome. Really cool card. Glad to have her in the deck also. Gaia, the Dragon Champion, making a reappearance from Duelist Kingdom. Badass card, 2621 defense. Not bad, just super cool looking. Love that card. Chimera, bringing a return back from Battle City. Fucking sweet. Dual-headed monster, as we call him. Goddess Bow. Probably not going to use this card much because we won't have Claw of the Hermos. Probably very much in the deck. We might every once in a while, but I don't know. We'll see. Dragon Master Knight, which we probably will never be able to summon this card, obviously, unless we have some sort of 4-way duel with Yugi and Kaiba versus American Bakura, just an example, probably never happen. But if we do happen to ever have this card, we might use this. I'm not sure, but maybe.
We noticed you guys did ask for in the comments for us to have a 4-way duel. I'm working on that, just not really getting anywhere at the moment. See how it goes.
We're trying to get some other people lined up maybe for a 4-way duel, but we don't know how it's going to go at this point. And then our last fusion card is Timaeus, the Knight of Destiny. Really sweet freaking card. Love the holo card. And I like the question mark on the attack and defense. I think that always looks more badass than zeros. And then we have the Legendary Knights. Legendary Knight Critias, Legendary Knight Timaeus, and Legendary Knight Hermos. And as you guys can all tell, that is, let's see, Critias was Kaiba, Timaeus was Yugi, and Hermos was Joey, I do believe. So really cool to have all 3 of these cards. I'm so glad Konami finally printed these cards. So thankful to have them also. Then we have Legend of Heart. Pay 2,000 life points and tribute 1 warrior-type monster. Banish up to 3 Legendary Dragon spell cards with different names from your hand or graveyard. And if you do special summon that many Legendary Knight monsters with different names from your hand, deck, or graveyard, you can only activate the effect of Legend of Heart once per turn. Pretty sweet. Then we have, for the final 2 cards in the deck, we have the Claw of Hermos and the Fang of Critias, Joey's Legendary Dragon, and Kaiba's Legendary Dragon. So awesome to have these cards, and so awesome to freaking have this deck, guys. Please give a like and sub to us, and also give a like and subscribe to YGO Anime Duels. And also just leave us a comment and leave us some feedback on what you guys think, and be thankful. Thanks, guys. Peace.